our justice. Do not fear us. We are Heiwa.
On November 13th, 2015, ISIL, also known as ISIS, staged a terror attack on Paris, France. 130 people were killed and 368 people were wounded. Now, the organization that perpetrated this, ISIL, is an Islamic organization. Now, the thing about Islam, which makes it much different from other religions, is that it doesn't talk about love or some other kind of incentive to try to get people to join it. What it does is talk about how to kill people who aren't Muslims, the infidels. As mentioned in verses 191 to 193 of chapter 2 of the Quran, it is a requirement for Muslims to murder non-Muslims, also known as infidels. The thing about ISIL is that they're Muslims, and they're good Muslims, and they follow their religious book. Now, another major issue that's come to the European world, and also to the United States and to Canada, is the Syrian refugee crisis. Now, the thing about these Syrian refugees is that they aren't ethnically European, nor are they religiously European, as in Christian or agnostic, which is also common in Europe, or atheistic. No, they are Muslims, and their religion requires the death of those who aren't. Now, many countries in Europe, such as Germany, the United Kingdom, France, Sweden, Spain, and many others, have been allowing many, very large amounts of Muslims, especially Syrians during the Syrian refugee crisis, to enter their countries. But the thing about this is it causes higher crime, and it forces ethnic and cultural displacement on the native Europeans. One town in the Netherlands, which has a population of approximately 100 people, had several hundred people forced on them within the past few years or so. Most recently, several hundred have come to them in the past few months or so, as well as others who have come before then. Now, this large amount of Muslims that have come into their town have totally culturally replaced their town's population. Now, it is not made of native Dutchmen, it is made of native Syrians, native Arabs, Muslims. Muslims who are willing to kill those people who do not follow their religion. This is suicidal for European countries to engage in this behavior, as well as any other non-Muslim country accepting these refugees. Now, the thing about ISIL, or ISIS, is that these people come when the Syrians come, when the Muslims come. The reason that the Paris terror attacks happened was because there were Muslims inside Europe, allowed to be inside Europe, allowed to plot inside Europe to take down European institutions. So it's only natural that with their religion that condemns all others, that they did such a thing. So as long as we allow Syrians and other Muslims into non-Muslim countries, these things will happen. They also do it to other Muslims. There will always be these extremists that wish to enforce their religion on others by threat of gun, instead of by persuasion of pen. And these people cannot be allowed to come into our countries just because we care about people, and we're nice Christians, or nice atheists, or nice agnostics, does not mean that we can destroy our own countries and destroy our children's future to let these people in. This is a serious threat to the future of Europe, the United States of America, Canada, and other areas, and must be dealt with appropriately. And the appropriate way we should deal with them is not to allow millions of them in. This is common sense. This has been a concerned infidel, signing off.